What's up, nerds? It's your boy. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon here at Site B, and it is a muggy afternoon. It is bright. It is sunny. The sky is blue. There's a nice breeze, but oh my god, the air is disgusting. Ventura muggy is just blah. Live at the beach. It'll be wonderful. No. Move to Florida. All right, so the number one topic on the Wheel of Irrelevance in the tabletop role-playing game is, again, death of a character in the tabletop role-playing game, as opposed to death in real life, because I'm not in any way, shape, or form to address that. There's no right answer to this one, guys. I'm just going to call it straight out, save a lot of time. I don't know. Okay, I think for the whole death of a PC thing, it's individual to your table, individual to the situation. I mean, if you're playing a character in a day one, character number one, first hour in, and you're going through a DCC funnel and you die, it's just hilarious. It's just part of going through a DCC funnel. It's just part of playing a first level character. You die, big deal. You just make a new one. But if you're playing a character that you've invested in for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 18 years, and that character dies, yeah, it could be a big deal for someone. So, yeah, there's no right answer. I mean, I know there's people who are going to tell you, yeah, you have to stop the game. Now, I think that's completely incorrect. It's not fair for everybody else to suddenly put their game on hold because Veruca is having a temper tantrum because their character died. Anybody who tells you that is lying. Remember, again, this is just a game, okay? It's just a game. It's not anything else, okay? It's just a fun, little, stupid game where we spend 3-4 hours a week playing elves with sticks. Anybody who tells you otherwise is lying. Don't listen to them, okay? It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. So if you're not having fun, there's different methods you can do this. The problem is, in the past couple of years, we have added into the gaming vernacular words like player agency and triggering and safety tools. And to say that that nobody has ever taken advantage of those, we know that's 100% false. Players have always found ways to bend, break, manipulate, loophole the rules, found ways to break the game, found ways to sabotage the games. The whole player agency death of a PC, I'm upset, you have to stop, or I'm upset, you can't do that, is just another tool that players can use to sabotage the game from the DMs. Now, this didn't used to be a problem. We were all adults. Even when we were 7, if a character died, you dealt with it because it's a game and you move on. If you're upset, you stepped away. I lost a character I absolutely love, no fault of my own. I was being stupid. I was under the effects of multiple spells. I was trying to make friends with a beholder for some reason, and I got disintegrated. Was I upset? Sure, I had invested a lot of time and energy in that character. Did I cry? Did I whine? Did I go home? No. I just said, I'm okay, I'm just going to sit out for the rest of the evening unless you got something else for me to do, and I'll roll up a new character for next week. And that was it. Was I upset? Yeah, but I wasn't going to let it ruin the game. As a DM, has it ever happened to me? No, not yet. No one's ever got upset about their character dying. I've had players die and characters die, and we've usually worked around it. It's either, hey, do you want to play the NPC? Do you want to make a new character and have them meet you in a little bit? Do you need to take a break? I'm a big fan of taking breaks. Lord knows I've taken plenty of great breaks when the anxiety of the game gets too much for me. But I would never sabotage the game, and I would never let anybody else sabotage the game. And unfortunately, because this tool now exists in the back of the minds of players, in the back of the minds of the DMs, it adds a whole new level. Because now, when Veruca's getting upset at the table because you killed his character, is he really upset? Or is he playing upset because he knows that now this is in motion, that Veruca can steal the game using the whole new player agency rules, and the fear of how that will blow up in your face if you say no makes you as a DM second guess yourself. That's the problem, I think. I think it all boils down to this. I can't believe it took me 5 minutes to reach that conclusion. The problem is not if somebody gets upset about a character dying. The problem, I think, is that a tool that now allows a player to sabotage the game and destroy the impetus of the game, and to remove the suspension of disbelief from the game, to take control out of the DM's hands and to take control away from the other 3, 4, 6, 37 people at the table. That's the concern, and that's why this whole player character death thing has become so big, I think. I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist. I just pretend to be one. I'm not a doctor. I just pretend to be one. I'm definitely not a therapist, though I grew up with therapists and I'm in therapy. And I've watched every episode of House multiple times, so I guess that makes I'm reasonably qualified to talk about this. You guys wanted to see my face and see facial features, so you got to put up with me fidgeting. Which is why I don't normally show my face, because I fidget. Because of my anxiety. It's just a thing. That's the concern, I think, in all these arguments, pro and against, and all these players saying you have to stop everything because my character died and I need, this. I think the fight, the anger, the frustration is not over Veruca got upset because their character died. Birdbrain got upset because the character died. Scotty got upset because the character died. Steven got upset because the character died. Granola Brain got upset because their character died. No, is there a tool that they're using to sabotage my game and take control away from me and my other players? That, I think, is what people are upset about. And that, I think, is what started this whole argument. Have people gotten upset at a table because of a character died? Probably. Have they really, truly been upset over it? Probably. Do we now, in hindsight, think it was ridiculous? Oh, a piece of paper with numbers on it died. Why are you upset? Well, on one level, yeah, that does seem kind of dumb. But on another level, let's face it, we get emotionally invested in things that logically we shouldn't. We get emotionally invested in characters in a movie, in a TV show, in books, in video games. We know that it's fake. But, when the hero dies in book, movie, video games, you're so invested in it, people get upset. People, let's not even forget what happens if you see a beloved sports, hero get injured. Or an actor get injured on the set or something like that. People get upset. We get emotionally invested in these characters, even though we know they're not real. So it's not that far of a jump to go, well, if you got upset because, imaginary character died in an imaginary book, then sure, I could justify that maybe you got upset that your imaginary character died. And maybe you needed to get up and leave the table. That's fine. If you need to take a break, that's fine. This is real life. Real life trumps game. If you really are upset, take a break. We can take a 5-minute break. You can go get coffee. We can talk about it. That's fine. But, don't let it sabotage your game. That's the problem. And there's people out there that telling you, yes, you can. I give you permission to let the player sabotage your game if they're upset because their character died. No. That's the no. Because Veruca might be upset, but the other 6 players might be half, not upset, or not realize Veruca is upset, or not care, or think it's funny. Every time one of my characters has died, with one exception, I thought it was fucking hilarious. And most of the people I play with usually think it's fucking hilarious when a character dies. It's just because usually it's just a stupid, Rarely, or it's either really, really stupid how a character dies, or it's really, really heroic. So everybody just loves it. But more often than not, it's because the character did something stupid and it's their own fault. But yeah. So, but that's just me. You might react differently, and you might be looking at this argument about what do we do when a character dies at my table and going, who's right? Is it this guy or this guy? Well, this guy's made 3 videos about it, but this guy's made 10 videos about it. Who's the expert? This guy claims they're the expert. This lady says she's the expert. This one's saying if you don't listen to them, you're wrong. And this one's saying if you don't listen to them, you're wrong. I don't know. Who's telling me what's right about what to do because Veruca's character died? And you know what? Don't listen to anyone. In fact, don't fucking listen to me. You are a clear, level-headed, logically thinking, emotional human being. You are entitled to make your own choices for what's right on your table. I would suggest don't let it sabotage your game. Don't bring the game to a stop. Allow the player who lost the character the multiple options. Do you need to take a break? Do you want to make a new character? Do you want to play the NPC? Or my favorite, well, do you want to play some of the monsters and kill these guys, help me kill these guys off? 9 out of 10 times, that is the choice they will take. Well, wait, I can play the orcs and kill Steve? Yeah, help take some responsibility off of my hands if you want to take over some of the bad guys for me. Why, DM, I would love to try on the bad guys for you. No offense, Steve. 9 out of 10 times, that is the choice they pick. But you should not let it sabotage the game. But a break is fine. The problem is, are they really upset? Or are they playing upset because they know that under the current political situation of gaming, if you don't give them what they want, they can destroy you. Twitter, Reddit, Facebook will allow them to destroy you. The next thing you know, somebody's making 100 videos about what a horrible human being you are because you did not respect the fact that Veruca might or might not have been upset about the fact that her imaginary character died. That's the problem. And there's all these people out there that are feeding into this current regime, even though for 40 some odd years it was like, oh, you're dead. Okay, let's deal with it, move on. Oh, you're upset, you're dead. Great. Fine, we're all adults. We understand you need a break. We'll take a break. Everybody go get coffee. Make a new character. This is probably why I love DCC funnels so much, because you start with 4 characters, and if one of them dies, you got 3 more to go, and it's usually funny. Oh, I mean, like the last time I went through a funnel, I literally died to a plant. And I was like, oh, great, yay, 3 more to go. You got 3 more chances to kill me. I think the duck that the character had lived longer than the character. We were all voting for the duck to make it to the end of the game, because then somebody would have a duck as a character. But nope, the duck died. So that's a separate story. So yeah, if you're upset, I understand it. This game is very passionate, and we can get deeply involved, even though it logically makes no sense to be deeply emotionally attached to an imaginary character. But we do. For the same reason we get deeply emotionally attached to imaginary characters in movies and TV shows and books and comic books and video games and, sporting, individuals involved in professional sports. Look how many people got upset when they killed Spider-Man. Look how many people got upset when, went evil Captain America. I mean, people get emotionally invested and they don't like something that happens. So it's understandable somebody could become emotionally upset over the death of a player character, even though logically you're like, that doesn't make sense. So allow them that time to grieve, but do not let it sabotage your game. And again, finally, in closing, I don't think this argument is about whether somebody is upset over a character died or not and whether that's, what you're supposed to do. I think it's people are upset that they can use this tool to sabotage the game. And how do I know whether they're really upset or they're playing at being upset? And what do I do? Because I know if I don't give in to them, I risk being called a toxic gatekeeper and hundreds of videos being made about what a horrible DM I am. And my reputation, my career as a DM is ruined because Veruca was upset or Veruca was pretending to be upset and I didn't give Veruca what they wanted. And I think that's what this is all about. But what do I know? I gave you guys what you wanted, my face. You saw my facial reactions, my body, my fidgeting. I hope that makes you happy. Because I don't think anybody wants to see me doing this during a thing, but I guess apparently you guys do. I don't know. What is your thoughts on the death of the PC thing? Is it done to death? Forgive me. Can we move on to another topic? Because we know we're going to cycle back to this. What is the solution? The solution is make up your own mind. What's best for your table? What do you think works for you and your group? Session 0. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't listen to me. Make up your own mind. That's it. Hopefully I'll never have to talk about this again for at least another 6 months.